In this installment, we're going to be going over the Week 12 early slate for this Sunday. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our early slate we got going on for Week 12. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsLetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.3 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on the way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. So that would help the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now for the Thursday night game, that was a complete sweep. We were on the Texans +6, and we were on the under in that game. Both of those cashed, and we've been having a phenomenal week here in the Patreon. 2 days ago, so Wednesday night, we dominated college basketball. Maryland, Arizona covered, Alabama covered, and that was a +290 parlay. We also had our over and under parlay at +760, that cashed, and we had the Denny Advija triple double that cashed as well in the Patreon. So we had that, and then we also had, like I said, the Houston Texans plus the points that cash. Also, I had James Cook TD and I had Christian Kirk TD that cashed as well. So a phenomenal week we're having in Patreon right now. You gotta stop missing out. Click on that link provided down below. You're gonna get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes up 24/7. Make sure you sign up right now. Click that link down below. First game up here, Chicago Bears 7-3 in Soldier Field, going against the Pittsburgh Steelers 6-4. Right now, looking at the odds in this AFC versus NFC battle, classic battle for Aaron Rodgers, we have the Bears as home favorites -150 with the comeback of the Steelers at a +125. Total at 46, spread at 2.5. Looking at the public bet percentage here, as we go over to the odds, we have 58% of the bets coming in on Chicago, but we have 53% of the money here. Sharps are on the side of Pittsburgh on the money line for the total. 53% of the bets, 58% of the money on the under 46 in the total. And for the spread, 62% of the bets, 63% of the money on the Steelers to cover this number at 2.5. All right. Now, you could say that this is not really a public underdog. You would see more of that public money, that bet percentage here, more on the side of Pittsburgh. It's not. It's the sharps. The majority of people are on the side of Chicago in this game. So that's how you break that down. For the injury report, right now we are waiting on the biggest news is Aaron Rodgers. Right now he's trending towards playing with his injury with the left wrist. He got in limited practice on Thursday and Friday. That's a positive sign there. For Alex Highsmith, he's going to be doubtful for this game. And we have that's it. Cam Hayward is he was on resting his ankle, so he's fine. He should be able to play. Now the Bears are a team that are coming in a little bit hampered, and they've been hampered for the majority of the season with a lot of injuries to that defense. All right, Tremaine Edmonds out, TJ Edwards, their best linebacker, out, Travis Homer out, Roschon Johnson out, Noah Sewell out. They are down 3 linebackers here against this Steelers team here. A couple of questionables, but everyone else should be fine here for the Bears. All right, now when we're looking at what we've seen from this team in the last couple games, technically you have a red hot team in the Chicago Bears. That's why they're 7-3 right now. But this is a team that's been running on borrowed time. All right, how bad this defense is: 25th against the rush, 23rd against the pass. They've really been skating by. They really been really lucky against Minnesota. All these are close games. Tightly contested. They had a game before that, the Saints game. They had 2 games that was 25-24, and they won by a field goal in each. They're being really, really lucky to be 7-3 right now. Barely beating the Giants, barely beating Cincinnati, barely beating Minnesota. They let them actually come back. It's been really questionable how good this Chicago Bears team. All right, Steelers ups and downs, but they had some tough matchups against the Chargers, against the Green Bay Packers. They beat the Colts, were able to dominate the Bengals in a bounce back spot there. And I think coming over here, the advantage is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has a phenomenal record against the Bears. He is 24-5 against the Chicago Bears, a very team he's familiar with, and I think that's going to be the X factor here. He's going to be able to, if he's able to play, which he's looking like he's trending towards that. He's going to be the X factor here going against the Chicago Bears defense that can be picked apart very easily and exploited. The Steelers defense can step up. It depends. Are they willing to show up? I think they're going to be motivated in this spot. Usually Steelers at home, they've been really, really good, especially what we saw in that Cincinnati game, getting sacks and getting pressure on Joe Flacco. That's what they can do, make things uncomfortable for the young quarterback in Caleb Williams, and they definitely have an avenue to winning that. They have the pass rush to do it. All right, they got T.J. Watt, they got Nick Herbert, they got a ton of guys here with a lot of potential. The secondary, a little bit of question mark, but they can play up to a higher caliber as well. There's a bunch of veterans that definitely have the ceiling that can be reached. I get it. It says 32nd with passing yards allowed per game. But I do see the Steelers defense coming up in big spots. All right. And when you need a sack, they definitely got the guys to do so. That's why they're fourth in the league in sacks with 33. All right. So this game here, I think there's a ton of value on the Steelers. This line is funny anyway. You expect them, the Bears, to be a little bit more favored at home. In a neutral site, this is basically a pick 'em. That's what you're telling. It's not even a full 3 points. So give me the Steelers plus 2.5. I like them as underdogs in this one on the road. For the total, I can see it going both ways. I'm going to lean towards the over 46 in this one. We might get a little shootout in this one. Aaron Rodgers, classic game. Everyone is thinking that, he's going to be out or he's going to be limited. I think they can put up points against the Bears defense. I think the Bears can put up points against the Steelers defense. Like I said, key stops in those late situations. If you need a sack, I'm relying myself on the Steelers D-line and that pass rush with a bunch of veterans there. All right, so main play plus 2.5, secondary play over 46 in the total. In Ford Field here, we have the Detroit Lions 6-4 going up against the New York Giants 2-9. In this matchup here, we have the Lions as huge favorites, minus 750. Comeback of the Giants at a plus 525. Total at 50, spread at 12.5. All right, so high total, high spread here in this game. Checking out the public bet percentage here, 96% of the bets, 93% of the money on the side of the Lions. For the total, 71% of the bets, 64% of the money towards the under 50, and for the spread, 73% of the bets, 87% of the money towards the Lions to cover the 12.5 in the total. All right, injury report here. Obviously, the biggest news is coming from the Giants side. Jackson Dart is going to be out yet again. This will be a second start here for Jameis Winston. Paulson Adebo, their best corner, he's going to be out. Thomas Fedone, tight end, he's going to be out. Kayvon Thibodeau, one of their young stud outside linebacker, he's going to be out. Deontay Banks is highly questionable with a DNP on Friday. That's not good news. And we're waiting on Tyler Nubin and Eric Gray as well. For the Detroit Lions, they having the similar outs that they had the past couple weeks. Terrion Arnold out, Marcus Davenport out, Miles Frazier out, Kirby Joseph safety out, and Joshua Pascal is going to be out as well. And then Taylor Decker, he's been dealing with some rest on Wednesday and Friday, excuse me. So this team here in the Lions, a little bit hampered, but not as much as the Giants, not with the turmoil, with the turnover of play callers and coaches. So a lot of things going on the side of New York. If we're looking at their past couple games, losing streak, clearly losing their last 5 games here that we see. And for the Lions, very up and down. This should be a bounce back spot for the Lions coming back home after that 2-game road trip here. And the last home game, they even lost against Minnesota as well. This is definitely a little bit of an elixir here going up against this Giants defense. 29th in total yards allowed, 22nd with passing yards, and 31st against rushing. All right, so this will be a classic spot for the Lions at home to run up the score. You should see a big game from Jahmyr Gibbs and even David Montgomery in this one. Classic run-up spot where they can take full advantage with their offensive line going against this D-line and the Giants against the worst, second to worst rushing defense in the league. All right, and this is a team that has dynamic backs for the Lions. Dan Campbell wants to definitely redemption of what happened in Philly as well, and I think he's going to exercise some demons on this team. All right, so give me the Lions main play minus 12.5, secondary play. I'll take the over 50. Lions are known to running up the score and in blowouts. Jameis Winston has upside to make this a high-scoring environment as well. On the other side, passing the football and putting points up on the board. So main play minus 12.5, secondary play over 50. In M&T Bank here, Baltimore Ravens 5-5, New York Jets 2-8. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, huge discrepancy. Ravens at home minus 1,000. Comeback of the Jets at plus 650. Total at 44.5. Spread at 13.5. All right. Looking at the public bet percentage for this one here, another big spread here with 13.5 points. So 96% of the bets, 91% of the money on the side of Baltimore. For the total, 50% of the money on the over, 54% of the 50% of the bets towards the over, 54% of the money towards the under 44.5. Spread 66% and 67% towards the Baltimore Ravens to cover this number by 2 touchdowns. All right. Looking at the injury report here, Rashad Bateman is out. And then Kenyon Martin, cornerback, is out as well for the Jets. A whole bunch of Q tags. No one is out here for this team. And then Azare Thomas, their rookie cornerback, is trending towards playing with 3 straight full practices. So that's a positive sign for the Jets defense here. And now we get turnover here at the quarterback position yet again, going over to Tyrod Taylor. They're expecting this pass game to be improved by switching to Tyrod Taylor. Aaron Glenn has been playing this back and forth game for the majority of the season between Tyrod and Justin Fields. I wish Justin Fields would just get the opportunity, had no worries. But why not just let him play? We want to tank anyway, or not. It only is only going to help our picks. But if you want to go out and try to win games, fine by me, Jets. All right, I guess you know what you're doing, Aaron Glenn. This one here is a huge discrepancy. Ravens are in the thick of things in the AFC North, and obviously they're trying to make a push for the division and or the wild card. The Jets are another stepping stone for them to cross, and this is a spot where this Jets defense against the rush mainly has been a huge problem. 23rd in the league. I can definitely see things going well for Derrick Henry in this one, getting that run game going and then using the play action off of that. We already struggle against tight ends. We're going to have to worry about Isaiah Likely. We're going to have to worry about Mark Andrews as well, Charlie Kohler. They got 3 tight ends here in the Baltimore Ravens. And I didn't even get to Zay Flowers yet. So I can definitely see this Ravens team demonstrating their strengths against this Jets defense and really imposing their will, using that elite run game. We saw what Travion was able to do against this Jets defense. We saw what Chase Brown was able to do. We saw what Crenshaw Junkins was able to do. So I think that this one is a big mismatch. I'm going to have to be on the side with the Ravens. Main play, this is a big spread at 13.5. I do think they cover it. So give me the minus 13.5 with the Ravens. Secondary play, I will slightly lean towards the over 44.5. I think they can run it up. And it's going to be another opportunity for the Jets to be in catch-up mode as well. So Ravens minus 13 main play, secondary play over 44.5. In Paycor Stadium here, we have the Cincinnati Bengals 3-7, Patriots 9-2. Looking at the current odds for this one here, we have the Patriots as road favorites in this spot. Minus 325 on the money line, plus 260 with the Bengals on a comeback. Total at 51.5, spread at 7. All right, so for the public bet percentage, kicking things off with that money line, we have 94% of the bets, 93% of the money on the side of New England. For the total, 79% of the bets, 71% of the money towards the under. And for the spread, 72% of the bets and 70% of the money. So very heavily on the side of New England. New England's on a roll right now with 9-game winning streak, 8-game winning streak that we've seen from them. And they're just piling on this particular team here. I get it with the Bengals. Looking at their injury report, Dejon Anthony, safety, doubtful. Trey Henderson is going to be out. Samaje Perine, doubtful. Cameron Sample out, and Cam Taylor-Britt out. So they're missing some key guys on the defense here. Joe Flacco is going to be fine. That's a positive. And you have Jamar Chase serving a suspension. All right, so that's another spot here. But all that is just going to, we'll get to that in a second. Patriots on the other end, Jelani Tavai, linebacker, he's going to be out of this game. And then we have 2 Q tags on Stevenson. He's going to play. And Harold Landry it will be back at the linebacker position. All right. So positive news here. Patriots get their 1-2 punch at the running back position. Travion Henderson has been outstanding in the absence of Stevenson. Stevenson's probably going to be split. It's probably going to be either a 50-50 split now at the running back position, or definitely with the lead to Travion at 60-40 type of thing here. We'll see how they divvy that up here, but definitely the better back is Travion Henderson. More explosiveness and just a better home run hitter there. All right. Patriots technically they have a really good matchup against this defense. This defense of the Bengals is going to have to show up here if they're going to have an opportunity to stop the bleeding here of the 3-game losing streak that they got right now, losing to the Jets, Bears, and Steelers. Home game again against the Red Hot Patriots, but this line should be higher than what we've seen. 7, a little bit shaky there. All right, on that one. When we're talking about a Bengals team that is 31st against the pass, 32nd against the rush, and then this Patriots team technically okay, bend don't break defense. Remember, they give opportunities, but they don't allow touchdowns as much. But they will allow you to pass the football. So if you get opportunities for Joe Flacco to move the ball down the field, I don't care if Jamar Chase is out. They still have enough guys to get this done with Chase Brown, T. Higgins, Noah Fant, and Andre Yoshabas. All right, they have, and that Mitchell kid. That Mitchell kid is nice for the Bengals. So looking at this one here, I have to go with the plus money with the home underdog. All right, the public is all over the Patriots. Remember that game, that loss is coming soon. We got the cover with the Jets last week with the 13.5. That was a good win there. This one here on the road with definitely a desperate team in the Bengals. I like the Bengals plus 7. So give me the plus 7 on the Bengals. I will go under 51.5 on the total as the secondary play. In Lambeau Field here, we have the Green Bay Packers 6-3-1. Minnesota Vikings 4-6. Looking at the current odds for this one here, Green Bay Packers at home minus 300. Comeback of the Vikings at a plus 240. Total at 41.5. Spread at 6.5. Looking at the public bet percentage, checking in on that money line first. 88% of the bets, 78% of the money on the side of Green Bay. For the total, 65% of the bets, 68% of the money on the over, 41.5. And for the spread, 59% of the bets, 52% of the money towards the Vikings to cover. All right, so we have public on the side of Green Bay, and then on the money line, and then we have the public and sharps on the side of Minnesota to cover this number individual matchup. All right, definitely I get it here in this spot. Let's check out the injury report here. Packers dealing with some issues. Q tag on Carl Brooks. Nate Hobbs is out yet again. second week in a row here. Lucas Van Ness is questionable. He's trending towards being back. That'll be a positive here because Quay Walker is going to be out here, their linebacker. He's doubtful. That's a big loss there. Christian Watson's fine. Wicks is going to be questionable but trending towards playing. And then Sevion Williams, their other wide receiver, is questionable, trending to. We'll see if he's going to play or not. All right, but Jordan Reed is going to be out. Jaden Reed, is going to be out of this game. Their other wide receiver. All right, so they're thin at the wide receiver. The best wide receiver is Christian Watson. He was the best wide receiver last year. Just that injury obviously hampered things for him. For the Vikings, they are looking fine. We have Q tags on a couple guys, but they're going to be trending towards playing in this game as well. All right. Now, this Vikings team has been spiraling down with a bunch of losses, losing 4 out of their last 5 games. If we've seen this correctly here, Carson Wentz wasn't good. Things turned back over to J.J. McCarthy, and he's struggling mightily. They ready to get that one win in Detroit where J.J. McCarthy went to school, and then from there struggled against Baltimore, and then against Chicago. He should have been able to take advantage of that defense. Now he's going up against a defense with Michael Parsons, stud corners here, guys all around here in this Green Bay Packers on the road. This is going to be a tough spot, all right? Tough spot for the rookie quarterback, and that it should not bode well for him. We'll see if Josh Jacobs, what's the last thing on Josh Jacobs? He's questionable. He might play in this game. Wait on news for him as well. But I can definitely see the Packers getting things going with their run game against the Vikings. 22nd in rushing yards allowed per game, and then working off the play action from there. They can, with these wide receivers, they can beat the Vikings deep. It's kind of the opposite funnel here. We got a lot of blitz packages coming from Brian Flores there. But if they're able to get this run game going first, that was going to make everything else easier for the Packers and Jordan Love, who's been struggling and has been waiting for that big breakout game. All right, decent game against the Giants, but it's not the full breakout game of what we've seen Jordan Love capable of, and he can definitely do it against this Minnesota Vikings defense. I have no faith in the Vikings and their quarterback play here. I think this is a one-sided affair. Give me the Packers to cover this number at 6.5. I'll go towards the under. I think they're really going to struggle to score and put up points in this one. So under 41.5 and main play minus 6.5 for the Packers. In Nissan Stadium here, Tennessee Titans 1-9 going up against the Seattle Seahawks 7-3. Looking at the current odds for this one, Seahawks money line minus 900, comeback of the Titans at a plus 600, total at 40, and spread at 13. So another huge spread here of almost 2 touchdowns. Looking at the current odds for this one and bet percentage, we have 96% of the bets and 90% of the money on the side of Seattle. For the total, 59% of the bets, 69% of the money towards the over 40. And for the spread, 71% of the bets, 70% of the money towards the Seattle Seahawks to cover the 13. All right, now, injury report for this one, we have Elik Ayermanor is going to be out. Their rookie wide receiver. Kendall Brooks out. And Xavier Woods is going to be out as well. So some key losses there for the Tennessee Titans. We're waiting on Darrell Baker Jr. He's highly questionable with 2 DNPs. And for the Seahawks, no Torrey Horton, no Tyrese Knight, their linebacker. And then we have a couple of Q tags, but everyone else is fine here. And the Seattle Seahawks are pretty healthy. All right. Looking at what we've seen from Seattle the last couple games has been pretty dominant. They got finally found a team that can definitely stop them. That was the LA Rams, and they came up short in that game, 19-21. But before that, they were on a tear, really picking apart. Sam Darnold was efficient and creating opportunities for JSN and his other wide receivers, and this offense was clicking on all cylinders. All right, Titans, obviously they changed their head coach, and there's a lot of turmoil here. This is a team that's going to take time, but at home they've had opportunities to play tough. All right, we see back-to-back covers here against Houston and against the Chargers. Now they have an opportunity to go up against the Seahawks. Two defensive teams here. Obviously, I think they're going to be able to slow down this pace because the Seattle Seahawks are good at running the football and the Titans are bad at stopping the run, 26th in the league. And I think this is going to be a show here with Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet in this particular spot. Kill the clock, slow, methodical drives, and I don't think that the Seahawks are able to cover this number. All right, so I like the plus 13 on the Titans as the main play. Secondary play will be the under on the 40. I like both. I definitely can see the under 40 being the number one play, but we're going to stick with the Titans to cover this number and then give me the under 40 in the total. Last but not least, here in Arrowhead Stadium, we have the Kansas City Chiefs 5-5 going against the Indianapolis Colts 8-2. Looking at the current odds here, Chiefs home favorites minus 185, comeback of the Colts plus 154, total at 50, spread at 3.5. All right, looking at the public bet percentage here. Starting off with the money line, 73% of the bets, 82% of the money all over the Kansas City Chiefs. For the total, 72% of the bets, 77% of the money towards the under 50. And for the spread, we have 58% of the bets, 65% of the money on the Colts to cover this number on the road. All right. Now, injury report here for the Chiefs. Everyone should be fine except for Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to be out. We did get some reports about Xavier Worthy, but he has been upgraded and has improved each and every practice from DNP to limited to full practice. So they get their explosive speedster back as well. For the Colts, Jalen Carles is going to be out of this game. And then we have a couple Q tags, but everyone should be fine here for the Indianapolis Colts. All right. Now, this is more of a spot play here. We're looking at the Chiefs, and historically, this team that is 505 currently, ninth in the running here. Looking at the playoff picture in that wild card, this is a huge bounce back spot here for the Kansas City Chiefs, coming off back-to-back losses. They lost to Buffalo, lost an in-division matchup against Denver, and coming back home. This is a get-right spot here for the Chiefs and Andy Reid, taking advantage of a Colts team that, yes, they've looked phenomenal and efficient. Yes, they have taken advantage of an easier schedule. And then when they face a tough team like that spot against the Pittsburgh Steelers, they lost. And this is a team that they can exploit, especially in the pass. All right, pass department. That's where they can, the Chiefs can exploit them, just like the Chiefs did it against the Commanders. They can definitely do it against the Colts that struggle in the secondary. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and guys across the board. Andy Reid should have a very solid game here, passing the ball in this one with Patrick Mahomes. All right, so I love the Chiefs here. Give me the Chiefs minus 3.5 to cover this number. I will go towards the under. I think this Chiefs defense is going to be able to slow things down for the Indianapolis Colts on the other side as well and give them some trouble. All right, so minus 3.5 on the Chiefs to cover, under 50 in the total. That's going to be our breakdown for the early slate on Sunday. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that down below in the comment section. Also, if you want to get signed up for this Patreon, click that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes up 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.